Hey everyone, it's Mike from Destinations to Travel coming to you live today from Disney's Animal Kingdom. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Nothing specific here at Disney's Animal Kingdom today. We just wanted to get out and take a walk around one of the parks before, things close down for a little bit before the impending hurricane coming. Not that we know that anything is closing down just yet, but weather is looking pretty rough over the next couple of days, so wanted to get out here one more time before we can't for a little bit. Hi, Erdal. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Joanna. Good morning, Audrey. 17 days, Jenny, counting down. That's exciting. I'll be seeing you here at some point soon. All right, let's get this reveal of the Tree of Life over here. There it is. And we've got the bird show happening over in front of the Tree of Life. I can't remember what the name of the show is. Flights of Wonder, maybe? Something like that. Hi, Ginny. So like I said, nothing new really here at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but it has been a while since we've been out here, so I wanted to get back out. A few months at this point. I think it was like June, July last time I was out here, so let's see what's going on here at Animal Kingdom.
They're the rarest species left in the wild today, and they're only found in the country of Bolivia, where there's fewer than 300 individuals left. That's it. It's a scary low number, and that's due to things like deforestation, which is leading to their habitat loss.
Johanna's on board with me. I call it the bird show too.
Luckily, it's not all bad news, because people have started to notice and are taking some caring action. We've actually partnered with an organization called the World Parrot Trust. They're a leader in macaw conservation with the goal to breed and release blue-throated macaws into the wild.
See if we can
so
see them
turn up
here.
with that small population and have some babies of their own to boost those numbers, so we can save skies that look like these. Definitely a site worth protecting. We still have some extra looping going on. This breezy, cloudy pre-hurricane weather makes them want to do some extra flights, so it's super fun to see them. And you might have noticed some of us were waving. We're not saying hi to the birds. We actually have 7 brand new baby birds in this flock that haven't completed this behavior yet of joining us down here. So this is a little bit of an active training session. So we're just waiting to see if those baby birds are going to be able to come back out here and meet us down here at the roots to get those favorite treats. But the greatest thing about positive reinforcement is that they don't have to do anything we ask them. They can always say no. But it looks like these birds are about to head off on their next adventure, so let's watch them take flight. Pause for dramatic effect. Or they'll finish up their snacks. That's the beauty of positive reinforcement. We'll be here as long as they are, so take some photos, ask any questions you might have, but whatever you do, have a wild rest of your day. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for joining us for Untitled Chapter. Together, we can help you share amazing sights like these, remain in wild places for many generations to come. Enjoy the rest of your adventures here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
going to post them. We'd love to see them. But whatever you do, have a wild rest of your day. Goodbye.
Flew right at me there. Morning, Randy. So yeah, that was the Winged Encounters, as Jenny looked up for us. Thank you, Jenny. Pretty cool. I've never actually gotten a chance to see it up close like that. I have seen it, just walking into the park, seen it from a distance. It's always cool to see the birds flying over by the Tree of Life. But seeing it up close like that was really cool. There's a lot of things like that in like all throughout Animal Kingdom. It's one of those parks that, like, similar to Epcot, kind of need to slow down and take in the details. I know there's a lot of big attractions that, like we're going to head into Pandora right now, see what the wait times look like over there. So there's big attractions like that you have to hit, but there's also just a lot of other things happening throughout Animal Kingdom all the time. Good morning, Ashley. It is very nice out right now, temperature-wise, by the way. So it's cooled off a little bit because of the impending storm that'll be hitting in a couple days, probably. And then obviously very cloudy, so no sun beaming down on us. So very nice morning out here at Animal Kingdom. All right, let's head into Pandora. You can hear the sound transition. Let's hopefully not get sprayed by this plant. There's PhotoPass out here. I don't remember if I've ever seen that over here. By the way, if you are visiting either right now or in the next few days, Disney has not made a decision in terms of closing parks or anything like that just yet. So no news on that front, but keep an eye out. Things could change very quickly. And of course, the safety of guests and cast members is going to be the number one priority. Somehow I always seem to end up here in Animal Kingdom like days before a hurricane. I don't know what, it's just kind of chance. Like, I didn't plan it. It just happens. I think it was Irma. Like a day before that hit, I was over here in Animal Kingdom. And then there was another one at some point along the lines, one that wasn't quite as effective. So 55-minute wait for Navi River Journey right now. Pretty normal. It's early in the day. But that'll hover between an hour and 90 minutes throughout the day, typically. Taking some of the beauty of Pandora here. I'm curious with, I don't know if you've seen, but Avatar, not Pandora, that's not the name of the movie. Avatar is being re-released in theaters in anticipation of the second movie coming out. I don't remember when that comes out at this point. But I'm curious to see if there's going to be any changes to Pandora at all with the release of the second film. The long-awaited second film. By the way, so we saw 55 minutes for Navi River Journey. I love this shot here. Sorry, got distracted. Only 45 for Flight of Passage. So that's as short a wait time as you will see for Flight of Passage. I mean, a few weeks back when we had that weird, slow sort of 2 weeks, I saw this as low as 15 minutes, which is just unheard of. But 45 minutes for Flight of Passage, that's something you jump on.
No, I mean like your.
I've said it in these videos before. I'm not a big fan of Avatar, the franchise as a whole. I wasn't a big fan of the first movie, but I do love Pandora. This land is beautiful, and I think they created a couple of really good attractions. I know Navi River Journey doesn't get as much love, but it's beautiful. It has the most impressive animatronic in any Disney attraction. So I think it's a really, really good attraction. And then, of course, Flight of Passage is fantastic as well. So I really like Pandora. It's also one of the few areas, well, I mean, the park gets decorations for the holidays, but Pandora really gets a lot. Well, I take it back. It's not a lot, but they get some cool decorations during the holidays that are always fun to check out. And we're, believe it or not that far away from the holiday decorating season here in Walt Disney World. Actually, we got news yesterday. If anybody's heading to Epcot for the International Festival of the Holidays this year, I should say, we got most of the lineup of celebrity narrators for the candlelight processional over at Epcot. And the big name added to the list is newly named Disney legend Josh Gad. So Olaf himself will be at Epcot. That is December 10th to the 12th. There is also a full lineup of narrators. I shouldn't say full. Like I said, we got most of the lineup. I think there's like 2 or 3 spots that are still TBD. But yeah, I'm sure Josh Gad is going to draw quite a crowd.
You had me looking at my phone.
Joanna's a big fan of the candlelight processional. I just love Epcot during the holidays in general. Walt Disney World as a whole is fantastic during the holidays, but Epcot is one of my favorites. I gotta get out to Animal Kingdom early in the morning more often. It's not even that early right now. We're like 9:30. Park opened at 8. It is a nice, peaceful walk around here in the morning. Of course, that could change if a flotilla came by with some characters at any second. Did I fake you out? But no, it's a nice, quiet, peaceful walk. If you're coming to Walt Disney World, staying on site, maybe you have an annual pass, or you just have tickets for every day, and maybe you have a day that you're not really planning to do the parks all day, come out to Animal Kingdom early in the morning. Just take a nice walk around. Doesn't have to be the the high energy dinosaur and Expedition Everest type of day. It's a nice, relaxing park. And like we said with the start of this video, with the oh boy, I already forgot the name. Winged Encounters? I'm scrolling. Winged encounters, yes, that was right. There's stuff like that all over the park, so it's nice to see that kind of thing as well. Sort of the streetmosphere type shows, and also this is just a beautiful park. Look at the reflections off the water. Oh, Randy says we've done the 8 a.m. Wild Africa trek. It was fabulous at that early time. Yeah, that's a bucket list Disney thing for us, something we want to do in the future. Yeah, I'm sure 8 a.m. is a great time to do that. You can see Festival of the Lion King getting ready to fill their theater here. The Wild Africa Trek, by the way, is sort of behind-the-scenes tour where you get to, well, trek around the Kilimanjaro Safari grounds and see the animals in a different way. It's something I've wanted to do. I've heard nothing but great things about it. So another cool experience here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm going to come out here to one of my... I know we've been looking out at the water over here for a while now, but this is just one of my favorite spots. I just love that you can get just a peek, no pun intended, of Expedition Everest over there. Jenny is doing the Caring for Giants tour on the 14th. That is the behind-the-scenes elephants tour, I think it's a separate tour for rhinoceros, correct? I don't know if they're included in that tour or if that's a separate one. But there are all kinds of like behind-the-scenes animal tours here at Animal Kingdom. Joanna says, I'm hoping to do the night safari soon. There was a stretch. I mean, Animal Kingdom, I think, closes at 7 tonight. So it closes pretty early, as compared to the other parks, which, I mean, makes sense. But there was a stretch where the park was staying open later. They had Rivers of Light, the short-lived nighttime show here. And it was really cool when you could be here at night. It was, closing at 9 o'clock, and you could do those safaris at night. It was a lot of fun. So I'm curious if that comes back. All right, wait, hang on. I was pointing out, I was wondering if the Caring for Giants tour includes the rhinos, or if the rhinos are their own thing. And I got rhinos, and I got elephants. Okay, thank you, Jenny. Up Close with Rhinos is the other tour. Destinations to Travel did that tour. I don't know. I don't know who from Destinations to Travel, because it wasn't me. Rhinos are separate. Thank you, Randy. All right, coming back into Africa towards Kilimanjaro Safari over here. 30-minute wait for the safari. Not bad. Again, you can get out to the parks first thing in the morning. And this park opened at 8, and that's not like early admission for resort guests or anything like that. Oh, it smells so good over here. Sorry, I just got distracted by food. But that's not early admission for resort guests or anything like that. It's just 8 o'clock is opening time here at Animal Kingdom. And so it's, 9:30 right now. So we're an hour and a half into the day. But if you were here first thing in the morning, you could pretty much walk on to anything you want. You see, even a 30-minute wait now for Kilimanjaro Safari, that's only going to go up later in the day. So if you can take advantage of those early mornings, it's a nice tip for your Walt Disney World vacation. What we tend to do, actually, if the park opens at 8, we would plan to get here at like 8:30. So you just miss that initial crowd going into the park. And you might see like a half-hour wait for flight of passage or things like that. Sorry, music's loud over here. Passing Harambe Market. But you might see like a half-hour wait for like the big attraction in the park, but then everything else is kind of empty. So it's a nice way to start your day. All right, we're coming out of Harambe. We're gonna head towards Asia. I'm gonna take a walk on this path over here. You can see the Tree of Life just past the guest experience umbrella. But we're gonna go off the beaten path a little bit. There's all sorts of little trails like this around Animal Kingdom. It's just fun to explore. Again, just a beautiful park. Like, it's so easy to take this for granted, but I mean, you really feel like you're on like a nature hike back here. Aside from, you know, the theme park sounds in the background. But yeah, Randy brings up a good point. You can see some neat stuff on the Discovery Island trails. That's the trails that lead around the Tree of Life. We've tried doing that in a previous video. I don't remember. It was a while ago now, but I don't know what it is about being close to the Tree of Life, but service just didn't hold up over there. We can try it again at some point, but it did not hold up well. Maybe that's how we end today's video. We'll try and go over there. So Joanna asked the question, what do you think about the talk of turning Dino Land into Zootopia and Moana? So if you missed it, during the D23 Expo and the parks experiences and products panel specifically, the head of DPEP, Disney Parks Experiences and Products, Josh Damaro, talked about some blue sky ideas, which just means like these are way down the road. They're not actually plans to happen right now. This is just like best case scenario. This is what they could do. So don't get too excited or upset either way, whichever way you're looking at it, because none of this is set in stone. But they did talk about replacing Dino Land USA with Zootopia. And Moana, I guess Moana was involved there too. There was a lot. They talked about a lot, so a lot of it blended together. And again, because it was blue sky, I didn't really take it too seriously. But so they've talked about adding that over there, which obviously Zootopia fits very well in Animal Kingdom. Makes a lot of sense. I do love Dinosaur, so I would be upset to see that attraction go. But I would imagine they would do something with it. That being said, I love Zootopia. I think it could be a lot of fun. And I mean, I do think this park needs a little bit of a refresh. I think it needs some new stuff, so wouldn't be too upset about it. This is best case scenario right here, what Jenny says. I hope they keep some of Dino and add Zootopia and Moana in addition. Yeah, see if I can keep the Dino Institute, if we can keep the attraction, I would love that. And then maybe, you know, over by Dino-Rama, turn that into Zootopia. John says, I've been saying this for many years. I assume talking about Animal Kingdom needing a refresh. You can hear some sounds of the monkeys over here. Oh, that was just a speaker. But I see some of them over here. We'll come around to the other enclosure. Yeah, I know Animal Kingdom fairly recently. What I think we're just past the 5-year anniversary of Pandora, the world of Avatar. But it feels like every other park has gotten a lot of new stuff since then. And I think we did get Kite Tails here, but I'll talk a little bit more about Kite Tails in a little bit. But it just feels like Animal Kingdom needs something soon. Maybe just even an announcement of something coming in the future. Here you go. Kind of hiding in the shadows over here, but you can see one right there. And you got this guy up here. Mike's wondering where Shannon is. I'm not sure. I mean, it's well documented that Shannon is not the biggest fan of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Not her favorite park. But I'm sure she would still enjoy a nice walk around like this when it's not too hot. Right now it's beautiful out. Randy says also need to bring back Rivers of Light. What's everyone's thoughts on Rivers of Light? I mean, it's been a while now since that show has gone away. I'll be honest, I was never crazy about it. It was not my favorite nighttime show. I do, like I was talking about earlier, I do want them to bring back sort of the nighttime fun of this park, and I get why it's difficult to operate with all the animals and everything. But if they can make it work, I would be very happy with that. But Rivers of Light, meh. Oh, Joanna says I liked it a lot. You know what it is? It's not that it was obviously it's not a bad show. Like it wasn't. I mean, it's a nighttime show in a Walt Disney World park. Of course, it was incredible. But when you compare it to some of the other nighttime shows, and that was right in the peak of Happily Ever After over at Magic Kingdom, which is quite possibly my favorite nighttime show Disney's ever done. It's hard to compare it to other things. Jenny says, I loved Rivers of Light. It's simple, and with the Tree of Life Awakening, I thought it was great. I do agree with you on the Tree of Life Awakening. And that's a very simple, short show, but I love that. Love the projections on the Tree of Life, which you can see right now for the world's most magical celebration, the celebration of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which is still going despite the fact that, this Saturday, I think, is the 51st anniversary of Walt Disney World, and we'll still have another 6 months of the 50th celebration after that. There's Shannon. Hey, Shannon. See you soon. Can't wait. There's one of the flotillas with the drummers going, as I put them right behind the tree there. There you go. And yeah, light crowds. It's a nice morning walk around here today. I do think it'll be a little bit busier later in the day. And again, Disney has not yet announced any closures or anything, unless I've missed anything since this video started, but they have not announced any closures of parks or anything for the impending hurricane. So just keep an eye out for news on that if you are visiting anytime in the next few days. As we come around to this sort of, I don't even know what you call it. Is it an amphitheater? I don't know. It's not really a theater. It's just seats looking at water. But mentioned Kite Tails a little earlier. You can see the Simba kite over here and the Zazu. Well, you can see the tip of his beak. Bill? I don't know what he has. But Kite Tails is leaving soon. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact date for you, but Kitetails will be wrapping up very soon. I believe it's this month, so there's only a few days left. It could be early October, though, too. I'm not sure. But Disney Kitetails will be having its final show, and kind of shows you the fate of any of the shows that take place on the water over here. They don't tend to last very long. We do have a full video of Disney Kitetails on our YouTube channel. You can check that out. If you missed it, if you never got a chance to see it, or even if you just want to relive it. I believe it was the Lion King one. I've never seen the full Jungle Book one. I was sitting, if you can kind of see the blue awning over there. That is the seating area for Flame Tree Barbecue. I was sitting over there once to see some of the Jungle Book Kitetail show, but never got to see the whole thing up close. But yeah, we do have a video of the Animal Kingdom, of the Lion King Disney Kitetails show on our YouTube channel. And you can find us just D2 Travel on YouTube. Nice and simple. Randy confirms for me end of the month is what I've seen too for end of Disney Kitetails. Yeah, Joanna with a good point too. The problem with trying to have a nighttime show at Animal Kingdom, make people happy, is people want the big, loud extravaganza, and you can't do that here. So you can't have the big fireworks show because of all the animals. 20-minute wait for Expedition Everest. Not bad at all. So again, advantage of getting to the park early. And yeah, I totally agree, Joanna. You want that big, extravagant nighttime show like Happily Ever After or Disney Enchantment, even Harmonious, but you can't really do that here. So it doesn't really work quite as well. When I came into the park, again at like a little after 9 o'clock, it was a 5-minute wait for Expedition Everest. Had it stayed that short, we might have tried to ride it today. But the combination of a 20-minute wait's a little bit too long, and then also I don't think the video on that would be very good anyway. We do have Pocahontas and Miko coming out on one of the flotillas here. Come across and see them over here. And then, of course, the ominous Forbidden Mountain up there. As we come around this turn here, we've got the Theater in the Wild, which is home to Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond, the recently redone Finding Nemo show here. I actually never saw the original, so I can't really compare it, but I have seen the new version of the show, and it is very good. I definitely recommend checking it out. It is 20 to 30 minutes long, I think. Actually, no, this was a little bit shorter, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. A lot of stuff has gone on in the last couple months. But I believe this one might have been 15 to 20, something like that. So it's a little bit shorter, so you don't have to take as big a chunk out of your day to go see it. They cut a lot of stuff out from the original, from what I heard. Again, never saw the original, but really cool show. The music is fun. Lots of giant puppets and things like that, so recommend checking that out. David, the crowds are pretty low right now, mostly because it's early. I think it'll get busier later on in the day. Wait times have been lower than average, I would say. It was 45 minutes for Flight of Passage, which is definitely shorter, but then it was 55 minutes for Navi River Journey, which is about standard. 30 minutes for Kilimanjaro Safari, 20 for Expedition Everest, so low on those two. But again, I think later in the day that'll pick up. All right, let's head into Dino-Rama. Like we were talking about earlier, there was the blue sky idea thrown out there of this becoming, well, all of Dino really becoming Zootopia. Moana was thrown out there as well. I don't know. I mean, now the Primeval Whirl is gone. You really only have Triceratops Spin over here. I mean, hard to be really upset if this was to go. And again, I think Zootopia is a great fit for Animal Kingdom, obviously. Makes a lot of sense. So wouldn't be upset about that. But again, this is not an announcement of something that is definitely coming. This was a quote-unquote blue sky idea. This is just sort of best case scenario down the line at some point. This is what they would like to do. Not something that's definitely happening anytime soon. And there were a lot of announcements like that, a lot of changes for Magic Kingdom, a villains-themed land, Encanto, Coco, stuff like that. That, again, not officially announced as happening, just something they would like to do in the future. David says, I've waited 2 hours for those in the past. Assuming you're talking about the Pandora rides, or Pandora attractions, excuse me. Which, yes, they do typically have longer waits. Flight of Passage is usually one of the longest waits in all of Walt Disney World. So usually like that, Rise of the Resistance, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's still up there sometimes over in Magic Kingdom. See another PhotoPass photographer over here. You can get your picture in front of Dino-Rama or in front of Triceratops Spin. Hi, Helen. Let's go check out what wait time is for one of my favorite attractions in this park, and really one of my favorite attractions anywhere. It's Dinosaur. We head towards the Dino Institute. I would love to take you guys on Dinosaur, but one, it's an indoor attraction and the service will certainly cut out and you'll see nothing. And two, even if it held up, it's very dark and you will just see blurry, quick light images of dinosaurs. Dickie is counting down just 6 days. That's exciting. Helen is with me, loves Dinosaur, and it is only a 5-minute wait right now. So there you go. Again, early morning Animal Kingdom. Great time to take advantage of these attractions. There's some work going on around, oh man, I'm going to forget his name again. I always forget his name. The Iguanodon over here. From the actual movie on which this attraction is loosely based. Hi, Dean. But some work going on. You can see the shrubs blocking your view of them. Probably just fixing some cracked cement over there. I don't think I've ever seen this queue actually open for Dinosaur over here, but it is cool that they have these statues. I'm not sure, it doesn't look like the Carnotaurus that you see in the attraction, so I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Is anyone actually a fan of the Dinosaur movie? I remember seeing it when it came out, like maybe 2000, something like that. Not the most memorable. Dean, I'm not sure if Pooh Bear is actually out in this park anywhere. I don't typically do character meet and greet, so I don't really know off the top of my head where they typically meet, but I don't remember seeing Pooh in this park. Randy says, no, I need to rewatch and reevaluate. Talking about the Dinosaur movie. David has never seen it. Jenny says, no, I loved Land Before Time. Yeah, I would say that's the more popular movie franchise, or animated franchise based on dinosaurs. Dean says at the Magic Kingdom. We won't be heading to Magic Kingdom today, but you can always go back and check out previous videos from Magic Kingdom that we have on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and we'll get back out there soon enough. Definitely. Magic Kingdom's obviously one of my favorites. I'll make it a point to go see Pooh at some point in the near future. By the way, if you are new to these videos, we do a live stream once a week, time and weather and everything permitting. But we do these live streams once a week from the parks or hotels or something fun. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe. Again, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And our whole back catalog is available on all three. You can always go back and check out your favorite park. And at this point, we've been doing this for about 4 years now, almost, I think. Maybe more than that. I don't know. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. But you can go back quite a ways and see some changes to the parks since we started doing this. Oh, the American crocodile fully out of the water. It's something you don't normally see. Talking about the dinosaur movie, Vicky says, honestly didn't know it was from a movie, just loved the ride. And that's probably the way it should be. The attraction far surpasses the movie itself. But it is on Disney Plus, at least last I checked, if you want to try and give it a shot. Yeah, David says, I've seen many changes since 1979. Yeah, definitely. There have been a lot of changes to Walt Disney World over that period of time. I mean, again, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary, and really in a couple days, the 51st anniversary. So a lot of changes have occurred to Walt Disney World. And I mean, again, even just in the last few years, you can go back and check out previous videos and see some differences. Randy has the Pooh update for us. You can typically meet him over by Figment, Journey into Imagination with Figment over in Epcot, as well as the Crystal Palace breakfast over there in Magic Kingdom. Also, right now, during Mickey's Not So Scary, and I mean, normally you can also meet Pooh and friends over by his attraction, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I think that's the name of the attraction. Am I just confusing that with the Saturday morning cartoon? That was New Adventures. I don't know, I'm confusing myself now. But that is the attraction over in Magic Kingdom. You can meet Pooh and friends over there. And during Not So Scary Halloween Party, you can meet them in their Halloween costumes, which is very fun. And it is very nice out today. You know what? I'm gonna head out one of my favorite areas of the park. Flame Tree Barbecue is not open yet, though it smells very good right now. They are preparing food for the day. This seating area back here, like I mentioned before, I watched some of Kite Tails back here once. This is one of my favorite areas in any park, really. It's a beautiful seating area back here. You can hear another flotilla going by right now. Oh, who is that? That's Scrooge McDuck. I'm going to try and get down to the water to see him before it's really flying. I don't think we're going to get a chance to see it up close. I think it's Scrooge McDuck. You can kind of see a duck wearing a top hat, and I can't think of another example. And I turn in this way a little bit. Yeah, as they continue to fly away from us. But yeah, that looks like Scrooge McDuck out there on a flotilla. That's a new one to me. I haven't seen that. Yep, they just announced Scrooge McDuck. Wait, and they said Launchpad. I only saw one character on there. You can see the flotilla making its way over there. Oh, yeah, there's Launchpad. So you'll see them over at Donald's Dino Bash, where we just were over in Dino Land. First time I've ever seen them on a flotilla. I wonder if it's just an early morning thing and it's been happening like this, or if it is in fact new. I see Joanna and Jenny had lunch over here at Flame Tree Barbecue. Yeah, this is one of my favorite places to eat. Everybody talks about the food at Epcot all the time, and it is great. It's absolutely worth talking about. But Animal Kingdom has two of my favorite in-park restaurants on Disney property, and that's here at Flame Tree Barbecue, and then over in Pandora, Thule Canteen. Food is so good at both of these places. And then again, you have just such a beautiful, peaceful seating area back here, which is really nice. Kind of get away from the craziness of the park for a little bit. Dean, I believe, Jasmine is meeting in Epcot over in the Morocco Pavilion. I've seen her there previously. I just recently saw her somewhere else. Oh, that was during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. You can find her in Adventureland with Genie. But yeah, normally, during normal park operations, you can find her at Epcot in the Morocco Pavilion. Jenny says, churros at Nomad Lounge. I've eaten at Tiffin's, but I have never gone to Nomad Lounge. Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to go check out I just turned the wrong way. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. We were going to go check out the Discovery Island trails, and I think I can head back this way. This is exit for Tough to Be a Bug. But let's head this way and see if we can follow along the trails of Discovery Island. Debbie says, yes, those two are our favorites too. Talking about Flame Tree and Thule Canteen. Dickie also says Flame Tree is my favorite. So fun walk. We haven't really done much of. Actually, I'm going to come around this way just to avoid the doors in case they open from itself to be a bug. We haven't really done much of walking up too close to the Tree of Life, but really cool to see the details, like an elephant. And you normally can't see, like you can see these animals up on the tree from anywhere in the park, really. But then when you get up close, you see there's so much more. And then just really nice views all around here. And yet, to Dean's point, saying I would love to hug both Jasmine and Jeannie, character meet and greets are back in full swing now. So, I mean, there are still some locations where, for example, Winnie the Pooh over in Epcot is sort of out on the grass off by himself. But character meet and greets otherwise are back in full swing. So, like, you can actually get up close with your favorite characters, give them a hug, and that's always cool to see. David pointing out how cool the Tree of Life is. I love the Tree of Life. It is awesome. It's hard to pick a favorite Walt Disney World park icon because they're all incredible. I mean Cinderella Castle, Spaceship Earth, Tower of Terror, they're all so good. But the Tree of Life is just awesome. Joanna gives us the stats. There are 325 animals carved. Now, join me as we count all of them. I would lose count at about 6. You see the gibbons running around their enclosure here. There's a little guy right up there. Hey Dean, my name is Mike, and I'm with Destinations to Travel. You can see in the bottom left corner there, D2 Travel, but I will put up our website here in just a second if I can find the right banner. There we go, d2travel.com. So I do these videos once a week out here on the East Coast. We'll get out to Walt Disney World parks and resorts and things like that, as well as some other fun places in Central Florida. And then we have Robbie and Patrick and some other great people out on the West Coast who bring us some content from out there as well. So if you want to see Disneyland and things like that, we'll have videos of that as well. Also, you can head to d2travel.com if you want to start planning a Walt Disney World Resort vacation or any Disney vacation or a lot of other vacations as well. Head to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. We can start planning that for you today.
Okay, Pandora, turn it.
So we have done a full lap, kind of, a little bit of a weird path we took today, but we are back here at the front of the park. And we're gonna wrap things up here with a good look at the Tree of Life again. Oh, Dickie says my travel agent Tiffany has done a great job helping plan our trip. D2 Travel is great. Yeah, we have a lot of amazing agents. Tiffany is fantastic, and they can absolutely take all of the hassle out of planning a Walt Disney World Resort vacation for you. Make things so much easier on you. And again, head to d2travel.com or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. And we can start planning that for you today. Dean, up at the entrance to the park, they do give out free maps, free paper maps. They can also be found in the Walt Disney World app. So whatever you prefer. Getting some love for some of the agents. Bridget is pretty awesome too. Good morning, Jack. Sorry you happened to join right as we're wrapping things up. Thanks for joining, Debbie. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Again, we'll be back next week. Not sure where just yet, but we'll let you know. We'll get out somewhere fun. So keep an eye out for that. Again, head to our YouTube channel. Just search D2 Travel. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube every week. And again, our whole back catalog of videos, as well as some extra content on our YouTube channel as well. So it's all available. Go check that out. And again, d2travel.com, or send us an email at info@d2travel.com. We can start planning your next trip for you. Aside from that, I'll see everyone real soon. Bye.